You finish a brutal training session, every muscle screaming, and you climb into an ice bath because that's what fighters do. That's what the champions do. Except, it might be quietly destroying everything you just worked for.
Ice baths have been a staple of combat sports for decades. Every gym has one. Every coach swears by them. Every fighter suffers through them like it's a badge of honor. But the science has shifted dramatically. And what researchers are finding is making elite coaches quietly walk away from the ice.
Here's what your body actually does after a hard training session. The inflammation you feel, the soreness, the swelling, the heat, is not damage to be suppressed. It is the signal. Inflammation is your body's construction crew arriving at the site. It triggers satellite cell activation, the cells responsible for rebuilding bigger, stronger muscle fibers. Suppress that inflammation, and you fire the crew before the work is done.
A landmark study out of Queensland, Australia, measured two groups of athletes. Group 1 trained and used cold water immersion. Group 2 trained and used active recovery only. After 12 weeks, Group 2 had significantly greater muscle strength and hypertrophy gains. The ice bath group felt better day to day, but they were building less muscle, developing less power, recovering slower in the long run. The comfort came at a cost.
Here's the molecular mechanism. After training, your body activates a pathway called mTOR. mTOR is the master switch for muscle protein synthesis. It tells your cells to start building. Cold water immersion directly blunts mTOR activation. Studies show up to a 48-hour delay in muscle protein synthesis following post-training ice bath exposure. You trained, you signaled the build, then you iced and canceled the signal for 2 full days.
So what do elite coaches use instead?
Active recovery. 10 to 15 minutes of low-intensity movement immediately post-training. Light cycling, slow shadow boxing, mobility work. This flushes metabolic waste from the muscles without suppressing the inflammatory signal. The soreness is managed. The construction crew stays on site. And the adaptation, the actual gains, are preserved completely. Feel the recovery, keep the results.
Method 1. The post-training flush protocol. Immediately after your session, before you shower, before you eat, 10 minutes on a stationary bike at 30 to 40% max effort. Heart rate between 100 and 120 beats per minute. This is the flush zone. Blood is moving. Waste is clearing. Inflammation signals are traveling, not being blocked. Your next session will feel cleaner. Your strength will carry over. Your technique retention will improve.
Method 2. Contrast therapy. Used correctly. If you want to use temperature for recovery, the protocol is contrast, not just cold. 1 minute cold, 2 minutes warm. Repeat 4 times. The alternating vasoconstriction and vasodilation acts like a pump, pushing waste out and driving fresh blood in, without the prolonged cold exposure that blunts mTOR and kills adaptation. This is what the research actually supports, not sitting in ice for 20 minutes feeling like a hero.
Method 3. Nutrition timing as recovery.
The 30 to 60 minute post-training window is when your muscles are most sensitive to protein and carbohydrate intake. 40 grams of fast-digesting protein, 60 to 80 grams of carbohydrates, consumed within 45 minutes of training. This fuels mTOR directly. It accelerates muscle protein synthesis without suppressing a single inflammatory signal. Food is recovery. Food is adaptation. And it doesn't cost you your gains.
Now here's the important nuance. There is one time ice baths are justified. Fight week. When the goal is no longer adaptation, when the goal is pure recovery and freshness for fight night,
Cold water immersion is a valid tool. It reduces soreness, it manages inflammation, it keeps you feeling sharp for the performance. The mistake is using fight week tools during a training camp designed to build you. Stop chasing comfort after training. The soreness you feel is not the enemy. It is the evidence. Evidence that the signal was sent, that the crew has arrived, that the body is building. Suppress it, and you suppress the result. The ice bath isn't evil. It's just misplaced. Right tool, wrong time. Train hard, flush smart, feed the signal, and let your body do what it was designed to do. Build you into something harder.
How did you like the video? Share with others. Subscribe for more. Support the channel. Keep learning.